Hi, this is Regitze from Great Advertising. Today I want to show you how you can quickly and easily and cheaply get lots of leads using Facebook ads. The thing that many, especially coaches and consultants in many businesses need is leads and customers. And one way you can get it really cheaply is using a Facebook ad lead campaign and using the lead forms, and that's what I'm going to show you now. So right now I'm in my ads manager on Facebook ads manager, so I'm going to click create new campaign here, and what we want is leads, so we click leads here. Yours may look a little bit different. There's a couple of different versions of the way it looks on Facebook. So we click leads, and here it says, you can see what it is. It's instant forms. That's the one we want to use. That's the cheapest way and easiest way to get leads on Facebook. So we click continue. And here we are in the campaign level, the first level. So we name it something so we know what it is. We can recognize it when we have a lot of different campaigns. I name it test lead form campaign, because that's what we're gonna do. And the rest you just leave the way it is, unless you have you're in the special ads category. But I'm not going to go into this right now. You can click what it is, something with credit, employment, housing, social issues, elections, and politics. Most people are not in those categories. And you just leave it at auction, and campaign objective is of course leads. You don't need to do A/B testing if you're just starting out, at least. You can turn this on. Event is campaign budget optimization. Then you can test different ad sets, different lead forms with different targeting. So we can turn that on. Then we come to daily budget. You can choose between daily budget and lifetime budget. I recommend that you use always daily budget, because with a lifetime budget, then when the time runs out, you put an end date, then you have to go in and create a new one, and then you have to go through all the learning phase and everything again, and just disrupt the Facebook ads. So it's better just to go with daily budget and then go and check it sometimes, but not too often. Don't make changes to your ads all the time. Leave it for at least like 7 days or so. It depends on your budget. If you have a larger budget, you can make changes more often, but it's always going to interrupt the ads, and it's going to go back into the learning phase. But don't be afraid to make changes if you think that they're necessary, but just maybe gather all the changes that you want to make, gather them, write them down, and make all of them at one time, one day, or at the same time, instead of making one change every day or so. That's just gonna make your ad continue to be in the learning phase and not getting optimized, not getting a chance to be optimized. So the budget, you can do whatever you want, but I would start with $10 a day at least. You can always scale it up after that. And we just want the campaign bid strategy. We just want the highest volume, as many as possible. And scheduling is run all the time. We don't usually touch that too much. So then we click next. So now we're in the ad set. Now I'm gonna give that a name also, the same name, test the lead form ad set. And what we want is the instant forms. It's already marked here. Because the instant forms is a way of collecting leads without people having to actually go off Facebook. They don't have to go to your website. And when you're collecting leads on the platform, it becomes much cheaper, because what Facebook wants is for people to stay on the platform. They don't like when we want to take people off the platform to a website, for instance. The way it works is that a lead form is going to pop up. You have your ad, and then a lead form is going to pop up where people can put in their information. We will usually ask for name, email address, and phone number. The phone number is also important, because you can just ask for email and a name, but a lot of people will just ignore your email when you can try to contact them afterwards with just an email. So a telephone number is really good, and you can call them up directly. And of course you can also fill up your email list with all the emails, and then you can remarket to them later on also. So we have instant forms now. And make sure that you have the right Facebook page connected. This is actually the wrong one for me, so I'm gonna choose another one. This one, great advertising, that's the one. So that is connected, and then you have to accept Meta's lead ad terms for this page. I already did that. Otherwise you just have to click accept. I would leave dynamic creative off. It's just going to create different variations of your creative. So the start date, if it's late in the day, I would start it the next day. But if it's early in the day, you can set it for the same day. It's going to take from half an hour to a couple of hours after you've finished creating the ad. Until it starts to run, because Facebook has to first approve of the ad. So I'll set it for the next day, 4th of April, that's tomorrow. We don't set an end date. You can do that, but I'm gonna definitely go and check on it. And then audience. This is if you have saved audiences, like website visitors or previous buyers or something like that. And then you have, I don't have that. I'm going to use cold audiences for this one. So then we have location. I have an ad agency, and I'm located in Denmark, so that's why it's checked already. But I'm actually not going to advertise in Denmark, so I'm going to mostly advertise in USA, Canada, UK, Australia, and New Zealand. I'm going to write those in. United Kingdom. United there, United States, Canada. Make sure it says country and region out here. That is not somewhere else that's called Canada or whatever name your country you're targeting. You can of course also target a smaller location or just one country. So Australia, and New Zealand. Those are the areas I mostly target. advertisement. Check it here. Yes. Go on. Age, I leave that open. 18 to 65 plus. All genders, leave that open also. Detailed targeting. That's where you can put in the interests, demographics and behaviors. But only put in one interest per ad set. Unless the audience becomes way too small. You should have at least 250,000 people in your ad that you're targeting. So I'm gonna target entrepreneurs. We can choose as young entrepreneurs, just one per ad set, because if you put several several interests in, and it works really well, you don't know which one it is that works. But if you just have one audience and you have maybe several ad sets with different audiences, then you can test different audiences. Just make sure that the ad and all the other settings is the same, that it's only the country or the interest that you're changing. You can also test different countries. Just whenever you're changing something, only make one change and write it down so that you know what change you made. Otherwise, you don't know what's working, what's not working. So that's really important. Here it says reach people beyond your detailed targeting. Selection. Sometimes we leave that off. Depends on how big the audience is. It's gonna be too small. So we turn that on then to make it bigger. Now it's 319 million. Then actually Facebook can actually target people outside of this audience. So to really test it, you should leave this checked off, turned off. All languages. I would, in my case, I would change this to English. Even though I'm targeting English countries, in Canada there's also some people that speak French, and I don't speak French, so I'm just gonna choose English then. And you can save it for later if you want to. Advantage plus placements, that is where is your ad showing up. It's usually in Facebook feeds, it can be Facebook stories, and also on Instagram, because Facebook actually owns Instagram. So you can also advertise on Instagram through your Facebook ads. And there on Instagram you can also target everywhere. You can advertise in the feeds and stories and reels if it's a video ad that you have. But with Advantage Plus placement, then it's everywhere, and Facebook determines where it's the best. You can also choose manual. If we choose manual, then you can choose where you want to advertise it. If you choose, you can turn off audience networks. They are usually not the best. On Instagram, you can choose feeds, your Instagram feed, stories, reels, etc. In-stream ads for videos, in articles, apps and sites. And I'm just going to choose all of it. Don't worry too much about all these things popping up all the time. There's always a lot of things popping up on Facebook. Sometimes it's just something that it doesn't matter really. You can read it, of course. Then on Instagram, you can check where you can advertise here. There's the feeds, also stories, reels, in-stream ads for videos and reels, search results, in article, etc. And another thing is you can also target or determine what device you want your ads to show up on. Actually, it can be on mobile or on desktop, or either one of them or both of them. And most people are actually using mobile, but I would just leave both of them checked, so all devices. I would actually also leave this one on, Advantage Plus placement, so Facebook determines where to show your ad. In many cases, Facebook is really good at knowing where to show your ad, but not always. You'll learn with time what works and what doesn't work, but it's becoming better and better. So, yeah. And this is just when you get charged, when you pay is per impression. So now we can go back up, check that everything is correct. Yeah, looks fine. And then we can click next down here. Now we come to the ad, where you set up the ad itself. We give it a name also. This is not a name that is shown to people. This is just a name that is showed in your ad account, so you know which one it is. When you have a lot of ads, then it's good to have a name that relates to this ad, so you know which one you're looking at when you're looking at the metrics. So I'm going to name it test lead form ad. You can always change it later also. And you have your Facebook page connected already, as we did in the ad set. You have here, you can put your Instagram. My Instagram is already connected, but there you can connect your Instagram page, so because you can also advertise on Instagram. And here we go to the ad itself. You can have a single image or video or carousel ad. Multi-advertiser ads, I would turn that off, because that means that Facebook is showing it next to other people's ads, so we don't really want that. It doesn't matter too much, but I usually turn it off. Now we get to the ad creative, so that's the picture itself or the video itself. And here you click edit media, and there you can then decide what picture or video you want to show. Add media, go up here. You can also upload a picture that you have on your computer or so, or you can choose pictures from your account. These are from my account, or from your Instagram account also. Yeah, all the pictures from my Instagram account, and then you can go to your page images, that is your Facebook page. I'm just going to choose a simple picture. Sometimes pictures work better than video. If it's a simple ad and you're not asking for too much, then and you don't have to explain a lot of things, then an image, just an eye-catching image, works great, works better actually sometimes than a video, because if it's not a really great video, then people are not going to take the time to watch video. So now we click I choose my image here, and then I click next. And here we can see how it looks in the feeds. It looks okay. You can change it. No, there you can change it actually, but sometimes you can change it here to the original. But this one looks better. You can also crop it or replace it. You can actually have different pictures or videos for different locations where it's being shown, like different images in Instagram and different ones in Facebook or so. That looks okay. Then I click next. Standard enhancements. I would actually click this off, because what it means is that Facebook can switch around the text that you're writing. You have your primary text here on the top and your headline down here, and later on we'll get to where we write what should be in the headline, what should be in the primary text. And with the standard enhancements, Facebook can actually switch that up, yeah, that's not always too good. So I turn that off. Done. So that is our ad until now. That was the thing that we just turned off, Advantage Creative. And now we get to what should the text that should be in the ad. Here, primary text. That's gonna show up at the top. So this is just a lead ad campaign. So we want people to put in their name and email and telephone number if they're interested in working with us. And I have a Facebook ad agency, so I'm gonna write something related to that. Want more leads and clients? Question mark. Phil. Let me see if I can spell out the form, and I will contact you. Click the button below and fill out the form. Okay, you can write whatever you think sounds better. And here the headline, which is actually showing up down here. Funny enough, you can also add different text options. So I can write, I will put it in a different one. Hey, coaches and consultants. Those are my target audience, my main target audience. Do you need more leads and clients? Fill out the form and I will contact you. regarding our Facebook ads offer, or something like that. I would add in here also, we are a Facebook ads agency specializing in getting leads for coaches and consultants. Okay, yeah, and then a headline that's going to show up down here. So I'll just write, fill out the form and we'll be in contact. We will contact you soon. We can put in different headlines here again. Click the button, and then Facebook is going to test which headline or which text that works the best. Click the button and fill out the form. Description. It's only, I think it's not showing up everywhere. It's only showing up on desktop, I think. So I'm gonna put in the same as here. Call to action. So this button here, what do you want that to say? There's different options here. Sign up, learn more, get quote, get offer, download, book now, apply now, subscribe. Sign up is actually pretty good for a lead form where they have to fill in their name and email and telephone number. Destination here, create form. Make sure you have a form where you're also collecting their telephone numbers. The standard form only collects their name and email address, but I have one already pre-made. You can add in extra questions besides the email address and their name. I have one that is already is asking for their telephone number. This is in Danish, but it will change to the language of the country that you're targeting. But I'm in Denmark now, so that's why it's in Danish. It says full name, put in your answer, telephone number, put in your answer, email, put in your answer. You don't have to set up tracking events for this one either, because it's all taking place on Facebook. You're not taking them off the platform. Then you can click here. You can click here and see the different layers of the form. If we start from the beginning, so first people are gonna see this ad here, and then when they click this sign up button, then they go to the contact information, where it's asking for their name, their telephone number and email, and then they can click next. Next is then what is it called? It's privacy policy. You have to have a privacy policy, a URL, so it can be a PDF or something like that. So you have to have a privacy policy maybe on your website, or you can just have a website only with your privacy policy. You don't really need to have a full website, but You just have to have a URL with your privacy policy in order to have lead ads on Facebook. So get that done. It's really easy. There's standard formulas online that you can use for free, but you have to have it on a URL. So get that done, and then you put the URL to that privacy policy in here. Click next. Well, actually, it will ask for it if you don't have it already. Mine is already in there because I ran these lead ads before. Click next, and then it says thank you, you're finished now. Oh, it's in Danish again because I'm located in Denmark, but it will be in English if you are in an English speaking country. So you can, it says thank you, you're finished now. You can visit our website or leave this formula now, and there's a button here to the website, and I already put in the URL for my website. Actually, all this is in the create form. Now I just click the one that I already created. So I'll go into create form so you can see it. Here you can choose more volume or higher intent. When you have these lead forms, you can get a lot of leads, but for a very cheap price. But not all of them will be too targeted. So you can choose higher intent, and you'll get a little bit fewer leads, but they'll have higher intent. The only thing that is added then is that Facebook will ask at the end of the formula, after they filled it out, they'll ask, are you sure you want to send in this formula or something like that. And here it has the intro, the background image. You can choose a different background image. Here it says the image creative used in your ad will show up here, and that's what I recommend actually. You can choose a different image, but it's better to choose the same one so there's congruence, so people don't think that they clicked on something else or that that something is wrong or so. And here's the greeting. You can have a short headline, something like please fill out this form, and we will contact you regarding getting more leads, and we will contact you. It doesn't have too much space. Or just fill out this form below. Okay. Additional, we will be in contact via phone and email soon. Then it has the questions. Here is the standard one with email and full name. Here you can add a question. There you can add, for instance, telephone number. Question, telephone number. Actually, I think it's up here. No. Okay, telephone number. So you can add that in. Then pre-fill questions. Here we get to the privacy policy, and there you can put in your link to your privacy policy, and you can put a link text. So let me get my privacy policy here. It's from my website. It's in the footer here, there. Yeah, copy. And paste. And link text, just so people know what it is. Privacy policy. Okay. That's what it says right here. And you can also add a disclaimer. Most people don't need that. It's mostly if you have something where you giving advice about money, maybe, or health, or something like that. Completion. Here you can also write a headline. Thanks, you're all set. You can visit our website and exit the form now. I think that sounds pretty good. That's actually what Facebook just has in there by automatically. Here you can put your website. That's what the button says. And you can add the link to your website there. Make sure it's the home page that you're adding in. So paste. Yeah, that was it. And then publish.